Wasn't this a werewolf movie at some point?
Wasn't this a Yeti movie at some point?
Was it? They went to the mountains to look for a Yeti. I don't know if there was a Yeti at all.
Werewolves!
They're coming. They're coming your way. They're here soon.
The Dark Lycanthropic Podcast. Goodbye, Werewolf. Fangs for the Memories. A subsidiary of Roughcuts.
It's true. Every word.
In The Werewolf and the Yeti, there is terror, eroticism, and adventure, bringing together the audience and the actors in a nightmarish atmosphere. The Werewolf and the Yeti. The Yeti, the mythical being of the mountains of Tibet, meets the werewolf in a bestial and diabolical battle. Paul Naschy in his most recent creation of The Werewolf, with Grace Mills, Sylvia Solar, and a great supporting cast.
Only I know of a remedy for your illness.
A remedy? What is it?
There exists a magic plant with red flowers on it. When its petals are mixed with the blood of a young girl, they can cure those like you who have been contaminated by the demons of Karakaram.
Love. Action. Terror. In The Werewolf and the Yeti.
All right, welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is Boix and my co-host Ilion,
Hello.
and we are here for Rough Cuts, a podcast where we watch a movie starring a dog in some way or fashion, and then we review the dog at the end. That's it. That's the whole fucking gimmick. That's it.
That's the thing. Yeah, no, we don't review the movie. Definitely not. Anyways, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, let's talk about the movie. Today we're watching The Werewolf and the Yeti, a Paul Naschy classic.
God, I love Paul Naschy.
This is part 8 of a 13 to 14 part werewolf series about the same werewolf in completely different scenarios.
Yeah, it's a vibes piece. It's kind of like Mad Max, you know? Like, Mad Max is just kind of this figure where it doesn't necessarily follow any linearity, and there's no real way to know if any of it's true or not. It's like that, because there's always a Waldamar, and there's always a werewolf.
And sometimes there's the same villains, too, but they're different.
Sometimes there's a Yeti, sometimes there's a Dracula, sometimes there's sexy lady. No, there's I'm getting a no. There's always sexy ladies. Hold up, wait.
This is technically the direct sequel to Curse of the Devil, which was 2 years prior, that we had already watched. That was from a Vinegar Syndrome 3-pack.
Well, this one we watched in very high quality YouTube. So...
YouTube 240p. English dubbed.
VHS rip. It's great.
Yeah.
I could tell so little of what was happening in the dark.
I could see everything.
But it's okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of this movie would they shoot in night in, like, the 70s when cameras weren't that good?
When you can't
like,
see anything.
It's almost 90%. Well,
it's
like
almost like every later season of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Almost. I can't see shit.
Thing is on those ones, they could actually have just cranked up the
contrast. Yeah,
the contrast.
They could have
actually see. You could change the lighting on that, and you can just see it really easily because cameras are good now. You can't do that on this one.
It's funny because if you take a look at the actual histograph of the light in those scenes, normally with a well lighted image from a video file, you would see a line that goes all the way across, because it has the darks and the lights. When you go to Game of Thrones and you go to, of course, the Werewolf and the Yeti, which is a very similar. Actually, considering the sex scenes, it is a very similar.
Actually, yes. The extreme violence and sex scenes. Yeah, no. That's...
the line is all to the fucking left in the dark part. There is no light part at all.
Honestly, this has way more TNA than Game of Thrones does, really.
Yeah, Game of Thrones needs
has
to
more violence, but
they need to pick up their game. They suck.
We should go and tell them that. They haven't heard that yet, I don't think.
No, yeah, they're bad. We need to get...
Everybody loves Game of Thrones. They haven't had any criticisms whatsoever. We need to go after them.
I think we are... me personally, with my personal opinion, which is different than other people's opinions, because it's more important because it's mine. I think we're experts and we need to tell them that they're bad, because we saw it once and we're like, wow, this is bad. They should know my opinion. Anyway, we should talk about how bad this movie is. For no reason.
Joel, wake up, Joel. I have work for you. Let me alone. Listen, Joel, you have a chance to make a lot of money. More than you ever dreamed of. You'll have to go to Karakoram.
You don't understand. These Americans, they're idiots. They think they've found Yeti. I mean, to be fair, I do think that it would probably be pretty refreshing for the people behind Game of Thrones to get a complaint that's like, this should have been more like Werewolf and the Yeti. That would be like a there'd be a very different style of complaint than they're used to. So there's that.
Do you think George R.R. Martin wrote Game of Thrones while thinking about Paul Naschy movies? Like, he's like, oh, we have to make it really dark and unwatchable, and then throw in a bunch of gratuitous ass.
The gratuitous ass is definitely a thing that he thought about.
Yeah, he's sitting there writing, he's like, oh, this is just like that fucking Werewolf Yeti movie I saw, and he's just, like, copying it word for word.
And then he pulls a big
allegedly.
Then he pulls a big goth titty girlfriend.
Look, big titty goth girlfriends are a classic of Spanish werewolf movies.
Spanish exploitation.
Yeah, this is
there's
a multiple of Spanish movies we've seen recently, actually.
Yeah,
for some reason. True. Although we have the whole sub versus dub debate again. Like, do we watch our Spanish sexploitation movies subbed or dubbed? Right? Like, it's important.
Well, there's already subs in this movie, so we got the subs and the dubs.
We did get both.
It's mostly Paul Naschy that's the sub.
I have a gripe about the title. This was retitled for America.
No, really? Really?
The original title was something like Night of the Howling Beast in Spanish.
It was Curse of the Beast?
Something like that.
Curse of the Beast.
But it's something of the Howling Beast or of the Beast. It has nothing to do with Werewolf versus Yeti.
No.
Because it's just when they released it again, they're like, well, nobody's going to watch a movie called Night of the Beast. We need to make it about this horror icon fighting another horror icon. That also is very common in Paul Naschy movies. Because there's also Werewolf versus
Dracula
the Vampire Woman.
Yeah.
That's an earlier
Werewolf
one.
Versus Dracula. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
There's also, of course, El Santo and Blue Demon versus... you know, the Universal Monster movies characters and
Freddy versus Werewolf.
Yeah.
Werewolf and Jason in space.
Chevy Chase versus the podcast.
Oh god, that one's a terrible one.
Or David Spade versus the podcast, which is what this almost was. That would have been a real horror icon.
I stopped you. That's the thing. That was yeah, whatever. We need to watch this movie.
Well, we don't need
no
to
David
watch
Spade. Oh my god. Well, we don't need to watch.
So I edited David Spade into this film in high def.
You just like
there's just another movie in the background when the Yeti shows up. Yeah, it's just David Spade.
Oh, you're right. It is saying Night of the Howling Beast.
I think it's Howling Beast. Yeah. Huh. I think that's the literal translation of the title, though.
That might be it, yeah.
Yeah.
Curse of... Yeah, it's been... Okay, so it's been known as the Curse of the Beast, so I was also right. It's been known as the Curse of the Beast The Werewolf and the Yeti, Night of the Howling Beast, and Hall of the Mountain King.
Oh, like the song. How is this movie not called Werewolf versus Genghis Khan? That's the real question.
Yes, that's a much better question, because that is what it is.
That's what it is. That's the fucked up part. That's what it is. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
The Yeti is just an ass pull. It's incredible. I mean, we do have the time to Yeti, though, at the beginning of this movie, to get into it.
Time to Yeti is 20 seconds, I think.
I honestly think 30 seconds? Overestimated that. I think it had to be less. No, I think it had to be less. It was like 5. It was quick. Yeti was like on screen almost first thing. They were like, hey, listen, this is Yeti and Werewolf. Let's show them Yeti. And then they went, wait a minute, fuck, let's stop showing them Yeti.
This is like when they hire an actor to put a top billing on top of a poster.
Yes.
Like, they hired the Yeti for the first 10 to 20 seconds of the movie, and then the Yeti's like, I'm going back to my trailer.
And they went, okay, well, fuck. Okay. Well, maybe we'll get him out by the end of the...
Yeah.
By the end of the film.
The last day of shooting, like, please, Yeti, come out of the trailer. Please, we need you.
Michael Ironside, please, listen, we have a bottle of whiskey out here. You can come out and have it here. We'll just let you drink it on scene. It's fine.
Pretty much, right?
It's kind of...
So we cut from Yeti to immediate bagpipes.
Yes.
As is tradition.
Bagpipe drum scare.
Which I've been recently told is a Canadian national music instrument.
I like listen, I'm Canadian. I like bagpipes. They're fun.
Yetis, werewolves, bagpipes. We got everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with bagpipes.
Welcome to our Yeti movie. It's werewolves. It's got bagpipes. The most common werewolf trope.
Thank you.
The Yeti also rips apart an expedition. Not that it really matters.
Oh yeah, you just kill some people in the mountains for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't actually matter, but there is action.
So then that cuts from bagpipes to, I believe, Waldamar, our main character, talking to Vincent Price lookalike, who is a taxidermist, I guess. And the taxidermist is like,
taxidermy.
Hey, look at this. It's the scalp of a Yeti. I had it checked, and it's guaranteed to be 100% Yeti.
100% Yeti.
There's no doubt about it.
I checked it against all the other Yetis that we have, and it's definitely Yeti.
Me, the Yeti expert, knows for sure, and I've never seen one in my life.
This is the scalp of a Yeti.
Oh.
According to his note, Newman came across it in a remote monastery in Karakoram, a region completely unexplored. There's no doubt about it. It's authentic.
I can tell. I've seen many Yetis.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's incredible, these creatures. I've never seen anything like it.
This is like Earthbound superfan excited to finally play it for the first time type of fucking, like...
Very much so.
He's just sitting there like constantly like, yeah, Yetis are so fucking cool. I'm an expert.
I know everything about them. I'm such an expert on Yetis. Have you seen one? No.
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nobody's seen Yeti. Let's go do an expedition to find Yeti.
We should go do an expedition to find the Yeti. That is missing his scalp, apparently.
Sure.
Maybe they found the Yeti's toupee. Right? And
yes.
the Yeti, that's why the Yeti's so pissed.
Also, so when you said that it has like the jump scare bagpipes, my first note about this movie is that because it has the bagpipes and then it has him in like taxidermy and stuff, and then it has him next to like a fireplace talking to people as they're all like sitting around. And what it was is he's just talking and he goes like, oh, hi, I'm a Yeti expert. And then it switches from them listening to bagpipes, but he's still talking to Waldamar, to Paul Naschy. And he's like, and I think that we should really go and find the Yeti. Cut again to him now in the taxidermy shop. And so here's the scalp of the Yeti, and I think that we should put together an expedition, and then it has them in front of like a fireplace and stuff. Every sentence, even though they all follow, and it just sounds like a regular conversation, it's like a police squad bit, because every sentence is a new location of them in just some like wild new place. Like they're just listening to bagpipes, then they're in this taxidermy like
But they're continuing the same
lab.
conversation.
And
yeah.
then and it's just like the same conversation. You're like, what the fuck is happening? They're just warping around. I feel like that's gotta be a dub issue.
That's a dub
bit.
issue, and also an issue with the editing.
With the editing, yeah.
Editing
definitely.
for sure. Because midway conversation, while they're talking about the taxidermy shop, they just teleport to the mountain, continuing that conversation. And they're like, wow, we can't stay here in this horrible storm. You're like, there's a storm? Where
Wait, what? Are they
you?
on the expedition? Like,
what?
It was something like 4 or 5 minutes in, and we had gone from Yeti destroys this group. We should go find Yeti. We should put together an expedition. We need guides to and we should get like funding, and we need this and we need that. To them on the mountain going, oh my god, it's a terrible storm. We've had so many troubles already. And you're like, it's been like 4 minutes. Like, what is this movie doing? Holy shit.
So then their guide Tiger shows up. Tiger.
Yes.
Tiger.
Does he know an uppercut?
Tiger.
Uppercut.
He knows a Hadouken. Tiger. Tiger knee. He shows up and he's like, you should not go to the mountain in Kathmandu, because we need to go to Karakata, because that's where the Yeti is, and you shouldn't go there, because there's demons. Anyways,
Wait,
I'm leaving the scene now. Bye.
What do you mean demons? Oh, don't worry. Also, don't go too near the border, because there's been rebel raiding armies or something.
Also, yeah, there's raiders, and they'll kill you, like in that Ark movie.
What?
What?
Huh? Why are there raiders? Where are we?
I don't know. And then at some point, I guess our main character just leaves with his buddies into the mountains and gets separated. And some of them get killed, some of them wander off yelling, no, demons! And then they just teleport off the mountain.
Yes. He goes, I have a thing of hee hoo hoo. We're lost. Because he goes,
lost.
Hee hoo hee. And then he just like disappears. And they go, oh my god, he's gone. And I'm like, wait, what?
And then it cuts from him being lost in the woods back to the camp as Pothead and Vincent Price are chatting.
Yeah, they call him Pothead. They literally say that he smokes too much weed.
He's got too much ganja on the mountain for his Yeti trip.
Yep.
And they're chatting, and they're talking about a Vuvuzela demon dance that the group is doing, where they're having this, like, Vuvuzela dance.
Where they're having a Vuvuzela demon dance. I don't know what... You just said it. You can just say it again. It's that they are having it in front of them.
I think they're doing that dance because they want the demons to not show up. Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, that's different than the Raiders, and it's different than the Yeti. All different things.
This is
don't
just
worry
the
about
crew
them.
that followed them on the Yeti expedition.
Yes.
Oh, I remember seeing them
It's such a strange but beautiful ritual.
It's really centuries old. They're frightened, and they're asking their gods to protect them against the demons.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
No, that seems really racist, probably.
Yeah. I think they're jamming. And they're... The whole time, the dancers are just like, and a 1, and a 2, and a spin.
2 and 3.
Okay, now do a leap. Like, oh, that must be for the demons. Like, what? It's a very choreographed dance. I don't think this is for any demons.
This is like, yeah. It very much feels like they're just making up bullshit about the
It's
local
essentially
population.
a hoedown. Like,
they're in a good old Tibetan hoedown.
as we all know.
They have great hoedowns. Speaking of hoedown...
Oh, this is where the hoedown happens, for sure.
This is where the hoes get down.
Jesus.
Because Paul Naschy is out, lost in the wilderness. All of his friends are now dead. And
he's also
sees
real quick, he's also wearing a winter coat that is too small for him, so he looks like a small child with like way too big of a coat and gloves. It's very funny.
But he sees a cave out in the distance, and he wanders into it for shelter, and it has light in it, and he goes in, and there are a bunch of half-naked big titty goth girlfriends that
As we all
immediately
know.
go, "Oh hey, you found our secret big titty goth enclave to Moloch. Want a bone?"
This is sacred ground where only us can fuck anyone we meet, and you're very breedable. Welcome to the cave, stranger.
Oh yeah, they also then talk about how incredibly breedable he is.
He's very strong and very breedable. This reminds me so much of old kung fu movies.
He's very strong. He will be a good companion and a passionate lover. When the full moon shines in the sky, our
We're gonna
solitude
fuck the
will
shit
end.
out of this guy.
And
yeah,
then he breeds.
this leads directly to a pretty explicit like threesome.
Extremely explicit. Like, we've seen some
Yeah.
pretty explicit exploitation stuff on here before. Is this the most explicit movie that we've seen? It's close.
Considering how long the scene was, there was the sex scene that was very explicit in the weird clown wall movie.
Yes. Yeah.
With the killer rats.
I remember the clown wall. Yeah.
The clown wall
The
one was
Night
very
of the Killer
explicit.
Shrews.
Not
Mhm.
Shrews. This is Deadly Eyes.
Yeah,
The
Deadly
rat
Eyes.
movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Shrew is the Shrew movie. That's the snake.
Yes,
solid snake
correct.
film.
Yeah, sorry.
They're very
Um,
similar.
They are actually.
That's the thing.
The clown wall though is something.
The clown
but,
wall sex scene is
the clown wall sex scene was a thing. Yeah, this one gets very explicit though.
But after boning, he wakes up at his post-nut clarity and decides
And
to
realizes,
try and
wait a
leave
minute.
the cave. Wait, I can't stay here with these two sexy hot goth girls. I need to get back to my camp.
Because they're eating people, and now they're gonna eat him. Oh no!
He
Maybe?
sees them eating rubber arms in the back of a
Yes.
cave. And then as they're eating, they're like, oh fuck, he's watching us. That's weird. Let's go to another cave so he can't see us. And they're like leaving, but one lady like drops a couple of the arms, like, oh fuck, and she has to like pick them up to go.
I can't hold all
and-
these arms. Like,
and she's
God,
like the
it's
lemons
hard
or
to take
whatever.
these
Like,
out,
oh,
yeah.
I can't hold all these. So of course, because they're eating all the rubber arms in the back of the cave, he's like, well, I gotta kill them.
I guess. Like, why? I can't just leave. I've got to murder them.
And he stumbles upon the body of a man who was mortally sucked by them.
Yes. Oh no, he was fucked to death.
He's been mortally sucked?
Okay, that's better.
I did it for the sake of the innocent passers-by who might have been mortally sucked, and because it was fun.
So then he spikes both of them, which are definitely vampires.
They're definitely vampires. They turn to ash and have like a skeleton left
After being
behind.
spiked in the heart by a stake.
By a wooden stake. Yes.
But one of them
bites him.
He bites his nipple, I think.
It's
She
very
does that.
specifically his nipple. And it also is, she has a really, really, like, honestly, must have been an incredible threesome because she's got, like, some real suction and her mouth shape is a perfect circle. Because they show afterwards the wound,
Well,
and
maybe her
it looks
mouth
like
is
a coffee stain.
We didn't consider. Maybe it's more like
She's
a
like a
sucker. What if
lamprey.
she's an octopus lady,
Like
or a
like it's
lamprey?
like
yeah,
a lamprey.
A lamprey. They don't have a lot of lamprey monster women in movies like this. You know, this is a very
No.
brave new frontier for these horror films. So anyways, he ends up kind of turning at the next full moon.
As you do after being
werewolves.
bitten by a vampire.
Oh, sorry, sorry, what? It was a werewolf. A vampire? What?
Well, they were daughters of Moloch, I guess.
I
They
guess.
said something about Moloch and then somebody the Black, which that never comes up.
I don't think
again.
that comes up at all.
No,
But after the guides hear the call of the booty, because they're talking about women's booties on the mountain, It's like, oh, there's 2 women I heard in a cave up here. They have giant asses. I can't wait to meet them. I bet they're goth girls.
It's the call of the booty call.
And then they get immediately mauled by our werewolves. Like, what are you saying about women? What the fuck's your problem, man? And he kills them both.
Yes.
Okay, and then they introduce 2 new hot ladies to the movie because they killed the last 2.
They're like, wait a minute, we need to have the very famous Spanish sisters that are in all of these Spanish exploitation films, T and A.
Yep.
Let's make sure that we always have T and A on screen.
I believe their names are Melody.
Melody was one, and I think it was like
Sylvia.
Sylvia. Yeah, Sylvia, that's what
Sylvia.
it was.
Melody and
You're
Sylvia. Right. So one of them wanders into the woods. She's like, wow, I can't believe I've been introduced to the film. Anyway, I'm going to go into the woods alone.
And I think it's Pothead.
I think it's Pothead.
Assaults her. Because of course.
And our hero, Paul Naschy, in werewolf form's like, what the fuck are you doing to women? Fuck you! And kills the guy.
Only I can kill women.
Well, they were vampire werewolves. I mean, that's different.
To be fair, he does only kill big titty goth girlfriends, not...
He does only kill big titty goth girlfriends, yeah. That's weird.
But there are a lot of big titty goth girlfriends to get through, so he's got plenty of fodder to rip and tear.
So the next morning, I think it's Sylvia who got attacked, but she wakes up in the leaves.
Yes.
In a drunken haze. She's like, oh fuck, not another leaf nap.
Why did she just fall asleep there? That made no sense. She's just like, oh, I've been attacked. You know what? That makes me real tired. I'm gonna nap right here.
And Vincent Price, I guess, and her dad.
Who is her dad? I think that Vincent Price is her dad.
Vincent Price is her dad. Is Melody's dad the other guy who's not the smart guy? Or who's the not smart guy? There's 2 guys.
I don't think that
Who was Larry?
I think that was just Larry. I think that was just a guy.
It's Vincent
just a
Price
guy named
Larry?
Yes. We have a lot of... We have Melody, we have Sylvia, we have Larry, and we have, of course, Waldamar.
Yeah. You know.
All the normal names.
But Vincent Price lookalike is like, ha, this couldn't have been a Yeti. I know Yetis. I'm the Yeti genius. I know for sure Yeti didn't kill this man.
This must have been a demon.
It was some sort of bipedal furry man.
Yes. Which is not the Yeti. Yetis
but different.
Are bipedals and furries, but they're not men.
Yetis look like they're a human wearing a fursuit. Whereas werewolves look like they're a human wearing a fursuit.
Exactly, totally different.
And when they both get on screen, we'll definitely be able to tell the difference.
We'll absolutely be able to know the difference between the exact same costume on 2 very similar built people.
In the dark.
There'll be no confusion at all. How can we make this clearer? Should we shoot it at night? That'll probably help. Fucking hell.
So they walk back to camp. And the camp was attacked while they were investigating the bodies that were definitely not attacked by a Yeti. And Tiger's there. He's like, I told you we should have gone back. Now you'll never make it to Kathmandu.
And they go, oh no, it must have been and we're sitting there going, oh, this, or at least I was, this must have been the werewolf or the Yeti or something came through and killed all of them. No, idiots. It's the Raiders, duh.
The Raiders. And also everybody in the group had a rebellion and they left.
Because of, yes. What?
There was the rebellion. They joined the Raiders.
They joined the Raiders and rebelled.
Off screen.
We never should have come. The demons will destroy us. My men have rebelled. They have become crazed with fear.
Oh, it was a rebellion.
Oh, okay.
You can have to tame them.
I die now. God. So then they get caught by raiders.
We get a
valley.
We get a Star Wars scene, basically. where they're being attacked by like what are those called?
The Tusken Raiders.
Tusken Raiders.
The
This
sand
is a
people.
Tusken Raider scene
It very much is, yeah.
where they're all on a mountain above them, and they're in a shootout with our heroes, quote unquote, having
Yeah, Vincent Price and
Larry. Yeah. With their 6-shooters shooting literally hundreds of yards away up a mountain vertically.
Yes.
At these
Against
raiders.
people with rifles.
Some of which are just the wood stock with no barrel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very obviously like just a wood stick that they're pretending is a gun.
Yep. So the raiders shoot like one guy who is not Larry or Vincent Price, and those two take out like 20 of them. And then when they run out of bullets, like, fuck, we're out of bullets. Do you think they'll let us surrender? We already killed 20 of them.
All right, we surrender. Okay, sounds good.
They surrender. Let's go down and play nice and talk to them. Ha ha ha. We're villains. Hey,
Well,
really
except
sorry
they don't
about.
play that nice, to be fair.
Well, yeah, they don't. But they're like, oh man, sorry about Jim, dude. You know how it is in a shootout. Like things happen. Like it escalated
Listen,
pretty quickly there.
We're really sorry about Jim. Don't worry. When we kill you, we'll take our time because they.
Yeah. Well,
they grab them both and they go, okay, you look like you're good at word puzzles. You look like a fucking idiot. You die.
I know that you are a wise man, and that will save you. Saka Khan wishes to know you.
Oh.
You are not wise. You will amuse us.
What?
Vashet, and you, Gilgad.
Solve my riddle to
Find that
prove
woman
you're
who escaped.
wise.
Take her to the palace of Saka Khan.
You will abuse us.
Find
Here's
her
a
or else I'll cut
crossword
your
puzzle,
throat.
or I'll cut your throat.
See to the wounded woman. Find out how bad she is. If she lives, we'll take her to the Khan.
Why is one wise and one not? What's the...
They're like, Vincent Price, you can do the crossword. Larry, I don't even think you can do the Oblivion puzzle. You're fucked, Larry.
Sorry, Larry. I apologize. You couldn't solve the daily Wordle. Get out.
Vincent Price, we're gonna have you play Chess 2 on top of this mountain later.
Sequel to Chess from David Serlin?
No!
Fix the balance of chess?
Not that one.
Dang.
No.
So they string up Larry.
Yep.
And they carry Vincent Price off.
So at the same time, I guess like Melody or one of the ladies gets attacked again. And then our hero Paul Naschy has to kill these awful men again because he's our savior, I guess.
Like we just did this scene. We literally just had her get attacked by a bunch of guys and get saved by him.
Yep.
So then we immediately go back to the exact same scenario. But this time it's raiders instead of their own group. And
then he leaves in werewolf form in the woods like, God fucking damn it, these fucking assholes won't stop doing this shit. And then Paul Naschy in human form and Sylvia, I guess one of them.
I'm almost positive it's Melody because they talk. Sylvia eventually dies, and
one
they talk
of them
about,
dies. I don't know.
It was Melody that was with him. I'm like 99% certain that it's Melody that's with him, and it's Sylvia that's the one that's captured and then dies later.
Okay, so they find Larry.
They're not very clear. Like, they are very unclear about
They
any
also
of
have the
these
same
people's
hair
names.
and very similar facial features and the same clothes.
And everything is shot at
night
night
in
or
the
in
dark.
caves. Everything's in the dark. Every scene. It's incredible. Everything is candlelight at best. It's a terrible decision.
They find Larry, and Larry's like, no, they had me try to solve an Oblivion puzzle.
And I fucked it up.
I fucked
it up so bad.
I did bird, fish, bear,
eagle,
but it was not bear. What was it, Larry? What was it, Larry? Now we'll never solve this puzzle for babies.
We'll never solve this Oblivion puzzle.
And then they turn around and the answer is just on the wall behind them. Oh fuck! Right.
Oh shit! Larry's an idiot. I forgot about that. That's why they called the one guy a wise man and Larry a moron, and they killed Larry.
Yeah,
they were right. So then we find out that we get into a castle
Mm-hmm.
that has a guy who's got a
Well,
bunch of
you say a
evenly
castle. It's the palace of
a castle
Saka
cave.
Khan.
Of Sucker Khan, yeah, who's laying on a bed of something with a bunch of very evenly spaced pockmarks. Like,
Yeah.
it's like somebody took like a bingo dauber and hit him like at exactly like 3-inch intervals. And apparently he's like, oh man, I wish that I had a better skincare routine. Somebody's got to be able to solve my skin problem. And this big titty goth girlfriend goes, I can, I'm a demoness. But not like those other demonesses. I'm wildly different than them. They're totally unrelated. Which,
Yeah.
they are.
And then she starts dripping a bunch of candle wax on his back. Is this helping? Did this do anything?
Does this do anything? She's very obviously just a dom who's like gotten too lost in the sauce and has no like, fuck, I guess I gotta pretend like I'm a witch or something to him. He's keeping me alive because I'm a witch. And
I think her
guess
name
that's
is Wandessa, I want to say.
that is correct.
Wandessa?
Yeah, it was Wandessa.
That is also the name of the vampire woman in Werewolf and the Vampire Woman. So they just brought back the same goth, like, big titty goth girlfriend villain.
Yes.
But now she's a witch instead of a vampire.
Maybe
guess.
she's both.
But so she's using her candle wax skincare routine to remove these, like, rashes that are dotted like pepperonis on his back.
Yes.
And it's not working. So what they end up doing instead is they kidnap all the virgins in the area to count Saka Khan, so that Genghis Khan and Temujin, who's not Genghis Khan.
Who's not Genghis Khan. He's Genghis Khan's, like
subordinate?
lackey?
Captain?
Yeah. Captain, I guess? I don't know. It took me a really long time to figure out they were two different people because they both wear the exact same clothes. They
Yeah.
both have a top knot and they both have a goatee and they both like 6'1".
That seems to be a common problem with this movie where everybody looks the same.
Why did they do that?
And also, Temujin is Genghis Khan, so
His
why
name
is
is
there
Genghis
Temujin
Khan.
and Genghis Khan? There's two Khans.
It's not Genghis Khan, it's Saka Khan. It's
Saka
very
Khan?
different.
Why is he
Totally-
called Saka Khan? Oh, wait. No, it just hit me.
Well, we'll find that out later, don't worry. We're not done with the exploitation yet.
So then it cuts back to our hero and his regular non-goth girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And they find a monastery, I guess, some sort of a tower with a priest in it. And he's like, "Oh, your man was bit by a werewolf, cannibal, sexy goth girlfriend in a cave. The only cure for that is a red plant on the mountain. And
Yes.
also it needs to be mixed with virgin blood, and then that will cure him. And you can find it over here." He points towards the mountain. On the mountain.
On the mountain.
Just-
a red plant.
Just go get it.
Should we know anything else besides that it's red? No. If you fail in this, then you will have an arduous task instead.
You cannot find it. You will have to
Together with
perform
the
an arduous
work.
task.
If he can't wait. If he can't find this one flower on a mountain, then he'll have to do an arduous task. What?
If you can't find the flower,
That seems
you'll
like
have
an
to
argu-
solve my riddle. It's a quest.
He'll have to solve this Wordle. God damn it, no, all of our Wordle guys are dead!
Solve this 4x4 sliding block picture puzzle. Ugh,
Get
I'd
these
rather die.
matchsticks.
I'd rather die.
Move these two matchsticks to make this...
To make this number into another number.
In the night of the full
Fuck.
moon.
Wait, is that not arduous already? This feels pretty arduous.
Well, no, this is less arduous and more arbitrary.
Okay, fair.
Arduous is, well, if you can't cure him, you'll have to stab him in the heart, or whatever.
Aww. Yeah.
Which doesn't cure him. Actually, now that I think about it, this is not a cure in any way. This is just killing. Sorry. Should have found the fucking flower. I guess.
Tells her about that and says that, oh yeah, by the way, he's a werewolf. You didn't know it, but he's a werewolf.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, she's learning this from that guy. Waldamar goes out and he's getting wolfen out to the moon because apparently it's been a month.
They chained him up first, and he's like, I like this.
He gets captured too, right? Doesn't he?
Not yet. No,
you're right. Yeah.
No, he chains himself up to try and not like wolf out and kill anybody.
Yes.
But then he just immediately breaks the chains because they bought them in bulk, like from a retailer that just sells shit in bulk, and they weren't very good quality. And then he's like, oh fuck, well, I don't want to hurt anybody I know. So he just wanders off into the mountain and kills some random guy on horseback we've never seen.
Yes.
Which they explain later was an emissary of the Khans.
Yeah.
So, but that also is irrelevant? I don't know what any of that had to do with anything.
Oh, man.
I guess. Also, there was another sex scene where he totally bangs that girl, and then she's like, wow, that was great. But what happens if we never cure you? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, where he's with Melody.
And then it ends.
Or, no, not
Sylvia, Melody.
Or, because it's Sylvia and... Is it Melody?
Melody's the other girl, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he's with Melody, yeah. So he's with Melody, and Sylvia's the one captured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
There's too many names, and they never use them, and everyone looks the same. This is such a common theme of these movies.
So it cuts from there. I think the reason the emissary is important is because that tells the Khan the location of our main character, I guess.
Yeah.
It points them towards that little tower that they're hiding in.
Sure.
I guess. But
it's very vague.
The next scene is Temujin, who is the captain, who is different than Genghis Khan.
Not Khan. Temujin's different than Khan. Very different.
He is playing chess with Big Titty Goth Girlfriend.
Yes.
And they're playing chess to see who gets to kill Vincent Price.
Mm-hmm.
And then she wants to win because she wants to kill him through her sex. Or Temujin wants to kill him through his funny spiked trap.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
No, I want to do a punji trap. It's way cooler. No, I want to fuck him. Okay, well, let's play chess to decide.
I guess. So then, at that point, afterwards, Temujin goes and captures Melody and our hero.
Yes.
Paul Naschy in a furry costume. And takes them back to their Genghis Khan castle, the castle of Saka Khan.
Of Saka Khan, yes. And Paul Naschy's all tied up, and the big titty goth girlfriend comes in and is like, oh, hey, I know that you're a secret. I know that you're like a werewolf.
And I'm into
that.
Yeah.
I know that in the full moon, every time you're always like, you know what? I should go after the good girls. But then when a full moon comes out, you're always like, oh, man, big titty goth girlfriend, though. And I can be your new big titty goth girlfriend. He goes, no! I can't! No! Your evil plan won't work. I won't go back to the old me. She goes, I know when the full moon comes, you'll turn into your real self. You'll go back to the big titty goth girlfriends.
You'll come around. Literally.
Shit.
It's Saka Khan.
Yeah.
So then Temujin is like, well, we need to break his spirit. I'm gonna kill Sylvia, and if you don't do what we want, whatever that is,
which is
that will kill Melody too, I guess.
But what do you want me? That's right, we're gonna kill them. No, but what do you want? Well, all right, let's break them. Let's break their spirit. Wait, what? But what? Huh?
So
what do you want?
They torture and kill Sylvia, and
extremely explicitly,
and use a skin graft of her on the Khan's back to quote unquote cure his skin condition.
get rid of those acne scars with this one
little
trick.
Just hide it.
Which is...
It's still there.
Slap a little, like, virgin skin, I guess is the idea, on your back.
And at the same time, we cut back to the prison of virgins that they've stolen.
Yes.
In the castle.
Right. God,
and then they're like, okay, Melody, we gotta get out of here. And all these women are in this room. And then one of them is like, by the way, I'm also the princess. And I'm very smart and strong.
The princess of... So, I can't remember that there was some made up bullshit
the
fantasy
princess.
Names they did.
I have a plan.
What's the plan? Oh, well, you still have that knife on you because the guards are idiots and didn't check. And you should give the knife to me because you're an idiot and didn't think, wait, I can use this knife to escape.
Mm-hmm. All right, I need you to fake like you're sick.
Let me show you what a knife can do.
So
I think the power of knife.
I think Melody fakes that she's sick, and the guard comes and is like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And then he gets bonked, and then stabbed.
The best thing is they're like, "Here, let me show you the power of knife. You can use it to knock someone out
with the handle." Yeah, with the handle.
Wait, but
no, not the bonk technique.
God damn it!
What's weird is she doesn't bonk him on the head. She bonks him in the back.
Yes.
Which would do even less.
Yep.
And he falls down. He's like, no, I've been bonked.
Oh no, the bonking.
And then Temujin goes to our main character's, Waldamar's cell. And he's like, I'm here to make fun of you. It's very funny for me.
I'm gonna break your spirit more by laughing at you.
Ha 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 ha. And then Melody, with her new power that she learned from the princess
of bonking,
bonks him on the back, and then he falls over. He's like, no, I've been bonked.
Ow.
And this lets our hero break free. And then they get into a sword fight, kind of.
Well, except that Temujin's a fucking idiot and keeps grabbing things like brooms and torches to fight the sword. And then he finally gets the upper hand, throws Waldamar away from him. Well, Waldamar has a sword. And he's now finally in front of the rack of weapons that Waldamar
that he could use to kill
him. Yeah, that Waldamar has been in front of, stopping him from getting. And so Temujin does the only sane thing and leaps directly into the blade that Waldamar is holding out in front of him. And
across the room.
Fuck, I've been stabbed.
You got me.
Getting the sword that was behind him that he's been trying to get the whole time.
Sure. And then our hero goes to the Khan's room. He's like, I'm gonna get you now, Genghis Khan. And they get into a fight where they're just kind of tumbling around and sword fighting. And then at some random point, Genghis Khan is like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'm going to open up my funny spike trap that he can throw me into. That'll be great. What a funny ending.
Another great thing about this fight is that Melody at one point grabs a spear off the wall and tosses it to Waldamar. And he goes, sweet, a spear. Now I can poke him with the handle end.
The middle.
I'm gonna cross-check him with the middle part, and then when that doesn't work, I'm gonna start hitting him with the blunt end. And it's like, it's a fucking spear! Just use the stabby bit. God damn it. He keeps hitting him with the other end, with, the blunt.
What happens is Genghis Khan just, trips and falls into his own spike trap for no reason.
At the end of it, that happens, yeah.
And then Melody and Waldamar look in, and also Vincent Price is in there. And she's like, oh no, he died off screen.
Oh!
He must have not solved the crossword properly.
Fuck, they lost the chess match the wrong way.
Okay, so they escape Genghis Khan's Succa Khan palace.
Mm-hmm.
And they're wandering around in the woods. And then, suddenly, Melody gets grabbed by a Yeti. For no reason.
Wait, did you remember that this is supposed to be Werewolf and the Yeti? Here's Yeti. Here he comes from the top rope.
And then Waldamar looks like up at the sky after falling down to the ground, and he starts nutting, which causes him to turn into a werewolf.
Yes.
And then we get the greatest fight between monsters I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, you could see it?
What? Oh.
'Cause it was real fucking dark.
No, I couldn't. And I didn't know who was who at any point.
No, that's totally unclear. It is very much two people of almost exact same build wearing the exact same costume, slap fighting each other in the middle of the night.
I wanted to see
a beautiful choice.
Like Conrad Brooks come in with his stinky shirt and start like fighting them.
I'm gonna get you with my stinky shirt.
Running,
I'm gonna
running over them
car.
with his car. This one's for the Marines. Fuck you, Yeti.
Oh boy. And bullets can stop you, werewolf, but I got something that really will. This stinking shirt. And I got a surprise for you. I always carry an extra shirt. I'll get rid of you. Let me take care of this. We'll get rid of you, werewolf, you and your growls. Get my brothers, huh? Well, I'm gonna finish you off yet. With this stinking shirt. Yeah. You're getting close to me, right? Well, you got it.
This one's for Bela Lugosi and Vincent Price. The perfect ending was right there.
I was really hoping that they would have the Yeti come in, kill them both, and then just end the movie that way. Because that would have actually been kind of... It wouldn't have been a good ending, but it would have been an interesting ending.
It would have been like
that makes
nature
sense.
versus man kind of ending or something, right? Like
It
they did all this
felt like
shit
it had
and then
like a
nature
theme,
won out
yeah.
anyway. It was the Yeti.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. The futility of it all, in a way, would have felt like it was trying to say something. And instead it went, no, so he just beats the Yeti, and then they wander off happily ever after.
Kind of.
Then.
Kind of. He beats the Yeti, but he's also mortally wounded. And he falls in the snow.
Sure.
And then in the distance, Melody sees a red flower. So she goes over to the red flower, and she cuts her hand. She's like, wait, am I a virgin?
I'm mostly... I only let him go in the ass. It's fine.
It's
That's
close
kinda
enough. And then she, like, rubs it all over the flower, grabs a lemon, cuts it open, like, squeezes it on her hand, pours out an entire bottle of rubbing alcohol on top of it. It's just like... And then just rubs it all over in his wound.
Your hands. Let me see. It hurts. How about now? And now? And this?
You broke a thermometer in my hands.
Rub it all in my hair.
You just get stranger and stranger and stranger.
Your hands. How are they now?
I don't know. They feel like they're on fire.
And then he's fine.
He's not only is no longer a werewolf, his wounds have been healed, and he just gets up. He's like, yeah, we did it. Now we just have to wander around on this mountain with no warmth, no cover, no shelter, no supplies, and we made it.
No
we
guide.
won.
We win! Yay!
And it doesn't show, like, the 2 minutes later when they pass out and die on the mountain.
From exposure.
From exposure. Yeah. But that's the end.
The end.
I guess.
What the fuck?
The best movie ever. It's the best movie ever.
They really needed to have the Yeti just come in and murder them both at the end.
That would have been a better
such
ending.
A great
yeah.
ending. I was so excited when the Yeti finally came back, and I was like, finally, yes, the Yeti just kills them both. I thought that was for sure the end they were going to go for, and I was so
At the
pumped.
end, if they could have the same ending, but then when they wander over the next hill, they re-find the Vuvuzela demon dancers. Like,
oh,
fuck.
Demons that come in and get them.
Yeah, that would also be very good.
Yes.
Oh, it was the Vuvuzelas the whole time. I knew it.
Oh, he just, like, claps his hands to his ears.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
and the
God,
blood comes out and he dies.
Like, yeah. Bringing the bagpipes
Finally.
and the vuvuzelas until they die.
This is a hell of an exploitation movie. It really is.
It's very explicit. Too.
Very explicit. But also it's like very funny B-movie for outside of those scenes.
Correct. Yeah. It's just all so poorly thought out, poorly acted, poorly lit, poorly everything.
You said at some point, like, so this is supposed to take place in the Tibetan mountains. It's very clearly still in Spain.
Oh,
for
yeah.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
But you're like, wow, do they even know Tibet? What the fuck is... Have they ever been on a mountain? Do they know any of this shit? And the answer is no.
No, not at all.
No, they don't. They can't even wear their toque right.
God.
They wear it like all half-side lopsided, like it's a gangster toque or something. I don't.
Yes, he's wearing it like sideways, which is a very impressive thing to do with a toque.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it.
Like, how do you wear a toque wrong? It's pretty obvious how to wear a toque.
Anyways, that's The Werewolf and the Yeti, I guess. It's a film.
Or the Hall of the Mountain King.
Or Night of the Howling Beast. This doesn't take place...
Or the Curse of the Beast.
Night of the Howling Beast doesn't even make sense. I mean, so most of the movie shot at night. It's fucking dark as shit. But in theory, it takes place over the course of a month, because there's multiple full moons.
At least multiple months, you'd think.
Yeah, due to the lunar cycle, right? So...
The funniest thing about it is I think of all of the titles of the movies, Hall of the Mountain King is actually the closest to what this movie is.
Yeah. They could have just called it the Palace of Succa Khan, and it would have also been correct.
Right? Exactly, yeah.
There's a lot of sucking and a lot of Khan.
There's a lot of sucking. There's some explicit sucking going on.
There sure is.
Wow. The hell of a Sunday morning with you, boys, let me tell ya.
It could have been David Spade. Right. In comparison...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's rate the dog, I guess.
Now I just... Imagine switch Paul Naschy for David Spade. How much worse does this movie get?
Immediately worse. Unwatchable.
Exponentially worse.
Unwatchable.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, Paul Naschy, I guess. Our Waldamar, or whatever his name is, werewolf man. I think he is very strong and breedable out of 10, I guess.
Yeah, I think that he's a Mad Max out of 10. There's always a new Waldamar, and there's always a new big titty goth girlfriend.
Yeah,
there's always the constants in his movie. You know, like it's always a new scenario, there's always a new demon, there's always a new monster, but there's constants of the genre.
He has like
Mad Max.
It's weird. He has this repulsion to big titty goth girlfriends that I've never seen on film before.
But he's always got to go back to them.
But
he's always crawling back. He's just, just one. Maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe just one more big titty goth girlfriend. It's like me and an Olive at 2 a.m.
Really flesh out his character, right? Yeah, we should keep making these.
He's doing the he keeps on waking up in the middle of the night and going like, oh, I hurt so bad. maybe just one more big titty goth girlfriend will save me. I'll just crawl to the next. Maybe just this one.
Yeah. And you know what? That is very respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can, of course, support us on Patreon. We appreciate it. We use that for plenty of things, including hosting fees, equipment, movies, etc. You can also email us at roughcutscast@gmail.com if you want to give us any feedback. That is a great place to do so, or fan art, whatever.
Movie suggestions, anything like that.
You can also follow us on Blue Sky at Rough Cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And you can help us find caves full of big titty goth girlfriends, I guess, or whatever.
I was about to say, like, also, if you have an idea as to where the mountain of big titty goth girlfriends are, I mean,
I've already,
you can always email us.
During this episode, I've been compiling a barrel of rubber arms. I am set.
Oh, shit, yeah. Listen, we've got rubber arms. We've got, I'm pretty sure we've got a cave full of candles. Whatever you need, you know, just, if you are a big titty goth girlfriend or have a line on big titty goth girlfriends, you can always email us at roughcutscast@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Blue Sky.
Or if you're a Yeti. Maybe.
I could get destroyed by a Yeti.
Alright, see you next time. I guess.
Kill me with exposure. It's almost like it's a movie done by people that haven't been in the cold a whole lot. Are you telling me that they don't really know Tibet?
I'd to bet on it.
It's like we warped into some freaky alternate dog universe.